The conference room at the Riverside Hotel felt too warm with 32 family members packed inside, all buzzing with anticipation about dividing Grandpa's real estate empire. My sister Monica stood at the front beside a whiteboard covered in property addresses and dollar amounts, a marker in her hand like a teacher about to give a lesson. I sat in the back row beside my husband Eric, watching the clock on the wall tick toward noon. 11:47. 13 minutes until everything changed. As I was saying, Monica continued, tapping the whiteboard, Grandpa owned 6 rental properties across the city, the family cabin in the mountains and the commercial building downtown. Combined value, approximately $4.2 million. Murmurs of appreciation rippled through the room. Cousin Jessica pulled out her phone, probably calculating her share. Uncle Warren nodded approvingly from the front row. Grandpa's will states that his properties should benefit the family collectively, Monica said. That means these houses belong to all of us. So I've created an equitable distribution plan. She drew lines connecting properties to family names. The Riverside rental goes to Mom and Aunt Carol. The downtown triplex goes to Uncle Warren and Uncle Pete. The north side duplex goes to Jessica and Tom. The cabin will be time-shared among all cousins on rotation. What about the commercial building? Aunt Carol asked. Gets sold, Monica announced. Proceeds divided equally among everyone present. That's approximately $52,000 each after taxes. Excited chatter filled the room. Jessica was already texting friends. Tom discussed renovation plans with his wife. I checked the clock. 11:52. This is fair, Monica continued over the noise. Everyone benefits. Everyone gets a piece of Grandpa's legacy. These properties belong to all of us. Our inheritance, our birthright. Uncle Warren stood. What about Clare? She's not on this list. All eyes turned to me. I took a sip of water and said nothing. Monica's expression shifted. Clare has her own career. She's an estate attorney, makes excellent money. She doesn't need rental property income like the rest of us do. That seems unfair, Uncle Pete said. Clare was barely around the last few years of Grandpa's life, Monica said. Always busy with her law practice. She missed most family gatherings. The rest of us were here supporting Grandpa. Mom nodded. Claire's established. She has that nice house in the suburbs. She doesn't need help like Monica and the cousins do. Some are just starting out, raising children, dealing with student loans. Besides, Monica added, Clare can visit the cabin during our family weeks. She'll benefit from having financially stable relatives once everyone starts generating rental income. 11:56. My phone vibrated. A text from Richard Chin, Grandpa's actual estate attorney. On my way up. 3 minutes. Monica pulled out printed documents. I've had my attorney draft preliminary agreements. Nothing official yet, but this outlines the distribution plan and establishes an LLC for joint property management. The conference room door opened. Richard Chin entered carrying a leather briefcase, followed by Patricia Morrison, the trust administrator I'd worked with for 2 years. Both wore professional expressions. Monica's marker paused. Can I help you? I'm Richard Chin, your grandfather's estate attorney for 28 years. This is Patricia Morrison, trust administrator. We're here for the noon meeting regarding Harold Bennett's estate distribution. Noon meeting? Monica looked confused. We didn't schedule. I did, I said standing. Because Grandpa asked me to. The room went silent. Richard opened his briefcase. I know there's confusion about Harold Bennett's estate. I'm here to explain what's real. Monica frowned. What do you mean? I have his will. It says the properties go to the family. May I see it? Richard asked. Monica handed it over. Richard skimmed it. This will is from 2008. It was replaced by a full estate plan made in 2022. Replaced? Uncle Warren asked. Patricia stepped forward. In 2022, Harold created an irrevocable trust. It holds all 6 rentals, the cabin and the commercial building. It lists beneficiaries and clear rules. Mom went pale. A trust? He never told me. He told me, I said. I helped him create it. That's my job as an estate attorney. The room went silent. Richard pulled out the thick trust papers. Harold came to my office and asked for Clare as co-counsel. He wanted to protect his properties and avoid family fights. Claire is his granddaughter, Patricia said, but she's also a trained estate attorney. He trusted her expertise. Monica snapped. She manipulated him. Harold was fully competent, Richard said calmly. He was evaluated by me and 2 doctors. No manipulation. Just smart planning. Jessica swallowed. What did he decide? Patricia opened her folder. The trust names Clare Bennett Harrison as the sole trustee. She manages all the assets according to Harold's rules. Uncle Pete asked, so she controls everything? She manages it, Richard corrected. Big difference. He read aloud. The 6 rental properties stay rented. Profits fund college for all great-grandchildren. The mountain cabin is for family use through an online reservation system. The commercial building is the trustee's office headquarters. Monica's voice rose. So Claire gets a $1.3 million office? The building stays in the trust, Patricia said. Claire doesn't own it. She uses it as compensation for her work. This is fraud, Monica whispered. Grandpa wanted everything shared. He wanted it to benefit the family, I said. We talked for 6 months. He wanted no fights, no sales, no chaos. Aunt Carol glared. So he gave everything to you. He gave me responsibility, I said. Rental income pays for education for every great-grandchild, including Monica's kids, Jessica's future kids, everyone. The cabin stays available, I added. You can book it for free, up to 2 weeks a year. And you get the commercial building, Monica said again. The trust gets it, I said. I use it because I spent over 200 hours helping him build this plan and this is my field. Richard stepped forward. The trust is rock solid. Fully funded, properly executed. Anyone can challenge it, but there's a no contest clause, Patricia said. If you challenge it, you lose everything. Cabin access, education funding, all of it. Parents exchanged frightened looks. This isn't what Grandpa wanted, Monica cried. He wanted us to work together. He wanted you to benefit without fighting, I said. Your plan had 32 owners. That would fall apart in a year. She had no answer. Grandpa spent 40 years building this, I said. He wanted it to last another 40. Rentals pay for education. Cabin brings family together. No sales. No arguments. Uncle Warren asked, what about the $52,000 each? That sale was never allowed, Richard said. The trust forbids unnecessary sales. So we get nothing? Jessica asked through tears. You get education funds for your kids, I said. You get cabin access. You get long-term security. That is not nothing. It's not $52,000 cash, she whispered. That cash would be gone in a year, I said. Education lasts for life. Patricia closed her folder. Claire will send details about cabin reservations and education funds. Richard added, Harold left a letter. Claire, read it. He handed me an envelope. I opened it and read. To my family, if you're hearing this, Claire has done what I asked. Some of you will be angry. But dividing everything equally destroys wealth. I built these properties over 40 years. I want them to last another 40. Claire has the knowledge and loyalty to protect them. Use the cabin. Let the trust fund your children's education. Legacy isn't what you receive. It's what you preserve. The room fell silent. Aunt Carol wiped her eyes. Monica sat down slowly, her whiteboard useless. All that planning. 3 weeks, she whispered. I planned for 2 years, I said softly. Every Sunday. He knew exactly what he wanted. After Richard and Patricia left, the family sat in stunned silence. Can we still use the cabin? Tom asked. Absolutely, I said. Reservation system launches next week. 2-week blocks for all family members. No fees, just damage deposit. And education funding? Jessica asked. Applications open next month. Any great-grandchild pursuing higher education qualifies. Covers tuition, books, reasonable living expenses. That's actually generous, Uncle Pete said slowly. It's sustainable, I corrected. Rental properties generate $180,000 annually. Enough to fund multiple college educations while maintaining reserves. If we'd sold everything and divided it, that income stream disappears. Money gets spent. Then what does the next generation get? Monica looked up, mascara running. I thought I was helping. You thought what felt fair in the moment, I said gently. Grandpa thought about what would work for decades. That's why he created a trust. Mom approached as people gathered their things. Why didn't you warn us before Monica's presentation? Would you have listened? I asked. Or would you have accused me of manipulation? I needed Richard and Patricia here with legal documents to prove this was Grandpa's plan, not mine. I gathered my things. Cabin reservation info gets emailed Monday. Education fund applications in 30 days. The rental properties continue operating. You'll just notice college costs are covered for the next generation. Monica stood, wiping her eyes. I'm sorry. I really thought I was doing right. I know, I said. But Grandpa knew better. Eric and I left, walking into afternoon sunshine. My phone buzzed with texts, some grateful, some angry, most confused. That went well, Eric said. Documentation beats emotion every time, I agreed. The trust documents sat in my briefcase. Hundreds of pages of planning, legal protections, and Grandpa's vision. Monica's whiteboard had taken 3 weeks and 30 minutes to demolish. Grandpa's trust took 2 years and would last generations. The rental properties generated income for education. The cabin remained available for gatherings. The commercial building served as my office. And family members who thought properties should be divided? They learned that sometimes the best inheritance isn't ownership. It's stewardship. The trust proved what Grandpa knew. Lasting legacies aren't divided. They're protected. And he trusted me to do exactly that.